Freedom of speech and expressions. My dear friends, my name is Dr. Ashish Kumar Sharma. It is my honor and privilege to present my lecture, come views on a very special topic, that is freedom of speech and expressions. Let's start my topic with the landmark judgment of Supreme Court. In a landmark judgment of a case, Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India, the Supreme Court held that the freedom of speech and expressions has no geographical limitations and it carries with it right of a citizen to gather information to exchange through with others, not only in India but abroad also. My dear friends, there is a one judgment also, Indian Express versus Union of India. It has been held that the press plays a very significant role in the democratic machinery. Freedom of press has three essential elements. Freedom of press has three essential elements, that are freedom of access to all source of information, freedom of publication, and freedom of circulation. My dear friend, the essence of free speech is the ability to think. Yes, my friend, essence of free speech is the ability to think and speak freely and to obtain information from others through publication and public discourse without fear of retribution. Yes, my friends, without fear of retribution, restrictions, or repression by the government. My dear friend, the freedom of speech is regarded as the first condition of liberty. Yes, my friend, I am repeating my word. Freedom of speech is regarded as the first condition of liberty. It is truly said about the freedom of speech that it is the mother of all liberties. Freedom of speech is the mother of all liberties. Freedom of speech and expressions means the right to express one's own convictions and opinions freely by words of mouth, writing, printing, pictures, or any other mode. My dear friend, in modern time, yes, I am talking about the modern time, it is widely accepted that the right to freedom of speech is the essence of free society, and it must be safeguarded at all time. The first principle of a free society is an untrained flow of words in an open forum. Yes, my friend, I am repeating my sentence. The first principle of a free society is an untrained flow of words in an open forum. Next is liberty to express opinions. Yes, my friend, liberty to express opinion and ideas without any hindrance. My dear friend, speech is God's gift to mankind. Speech is a God gift to mankind. Through speech, a human being conveys his thoughts, sentiments, and feelings to others. Freedom of speech and expressions is thus a natural right. Yes, my friend, it is a natural right which a human being acquires on birth. It is therefore a basic right. Yes, my friend, it is a basic right. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expressions. The right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference, and it seeks the receive and impart. My dear friends, our Indian Constitution says we all bind and bound with Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution said in its Article 19(1)(a) of Indian Constitution that all citizens, yes my friends, all citizens have the right to freedom of speech and expressions. Yes my friend, all citizens have the right to freedom of speech and expressions. Freedom of speech and expressions means the right to express one's own conviction. Yes my friend, one's own conviction and opinion freely by words of mouth, writing, printing, pictures, or any other mode. In this includes the expressions of one's idea through any communicable medium or visible representations, such a gesture, sign, and the like. Today is the time of likes. Clause 2 of Article 19 contains the grounds on which restrictions on the freedom of speech and expression can be imposed in India. Yeah, I'm talking about, we are residing in India, that's why I'm talking about the Indian concern. This right is granted by Article 19(1)(a). However, the right of freedom to speech and expression is not completely unchecked. The right of freedom to speech and expressions not completely unchecked. Article 19(2) allows for reasonable restrictions to be imposed on the fundamental rights, including that of freedom to speech and expressions. That was the freedom of speech, and there are few limitations of freedom of speech. Let's start with few limitations. Article 19(2) says, now explaining the heads: sovereignty and integrity of India. Yes my friend, this is aimed to prohibit anyone from making the statement that challenge the integrity and sovereignty of India, that will not allowed in freedom of speech. No one has not any type of right to say any words against India. Security of state. Yes my friend, here state refers as country. State what? Country. To the security of state by crimes of violence intended to overthrow the government, waging of war and rebellion against the government, external aggression of war, etc. Next limitation, my friend, friendly relations with foreign states. We have few neighbors and few friends of our country, so we have to be friendly relations with them. If your words, speech tend to jeopardize the friendly relation of India with other state, here state refer as country, as I said earlier. Public order. The expression public order connotes the sense of public peace and safety Next is decency or morality. Decency or morality. However, we know that the standard of morality varies from time to time and from place to place, person to person. Next limitation is contempt of court. It may be applicable if you breach the condition of freedom of speech. Next is defamation. Yes, my friend, defamation prevents any person from making any statement that injures the reputation of another. Also, defamation is criminalized. Next is incitement to an offense. It prohibits a person from making any statement that incites people to commit offense. Classic example is the cases against BJP leader for Babri incident and cases against Raj Thakre for his anti-North Indian speech. Some of these restrictions are dependent on the interpretation of incident words. Hence, we more often see controversies and desperate limelight hoggers. At the end, I must say that we have got freedom of speech and power through our Constitution of India, but we never ever should forget our limitations or regarding freedom of speech. Yes, my friend. Now I close my topic and say thanks to all of you for listening me. Goodbye. Thank you.